decided it would be better for him to live with his uncle, who was in San Francisco, here in the States. So they traveled all the way across Europe. They put him on a ship by himself as an 11-year-old.
Oh.
That his uncle had moved to Australia.
Oh.
Now that is Mount Abrams, and we're going to kind of dance around that a good part of the day. Padre?
Yes.
I call it the uncompadre.
Okay.
It's a Ute word.
Oh, all right.
That means, and we're not 100% sure. Technically, where Red Mountain Creek and Mineral Point Creek join together, it becomes the uncompadre. But nowadays, they call it the uncompadre. Okay. So it depends on which text and which story you want to believe.
Did Otto Mears build the railway going to Silverton?
From Silverton. So this road originally was literally as wide as the Jeep is.
Oh.
When you have rocks the size of your head, you know, it's kind of hard to smooth those out.
Okay.
There are parts where I will shut up and pay attention to the road. Bark off the aspen and bits strips and chew it up into a mash. In the bark of the aspen, there is a lidocaine-like property. It's one of the canes, and it's a topical anesthetic. And they use it for toothaches and small cuts and stuff like that.
There is 2 kinds of
Not in these. We'd call those cross-country skis.
Okay.
And instead of 2 poles, they had one big one that was kind of a brake and a steering apparatus. Now don't forget to look down there, because down there is spectacular. There's all kinds of little pools and waterfalls.
They'll work it out.
Okay. But once Jeeping gets in your blood, it's kind of a lifetime infection that you got to carry around with you. They haven't discovered an antibiotic that cures the disease yet, I guess is the point. I had a group of Amish yesterday. They're so funny.
Really?
You know, when you see them, you think, oh, they're stoic and very reserved and all that. No, they're hilarious. They started off as a 4-day trip, or a 4-hour trip. And about 2.5 hours into it, it became an all-day trip. And we stayed out till, I don't know, it was 4:30, 5 o'clock anyway. And they go, you don't mind? I said, well, if I drop you off after 4 hours, I'm just going to come back up here on my own. So it's up to you if you want to join me or not. It's a different breed of individual. We'll put it to you that way. 30 feet in the wintertime. So you're going to get drifts that are sometimes 50 and 60, and avalanches that are even more than that. Okay, what do you think of that?
Lovely.
Gary?
Can you shoot that?
Oh, wow.
That's beautiful.
Can you get that, Lisa? Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
The wooden structures that we passed back there and this structure that we're coming up here, they're part of an old mine that was called the Mickey Bream mine, and it operated here from about 1876 on. If you were getting $30 a ton out of the ore, you were doing good.
Huh.
And this mine did that. It was Lisa.
Yeah. Did you get him? No, I lost him.
He went behind that pine tree.
Yeah.
There's a black bear behind that pine tree. Did you see it? There he goes. See him?
Yeah.
He's gonna shoot.
Alright, this next part can be kind of fun too.
Hey.
Look at this. Isn't this awesome?
You be careful there.
Okay. 1, 2,
No big thrills. Little thrills are okay.
3. Almost like I knew what I was doing.
Almost.
Not quite, but close.
This is a photo op, I think. Should we take a picture?
Oh, you guys. Man, this is an awesome day. Seen a black bear, seen a deer, seen a pika. There's another critter on this rock over here. It looks like a marmot, but no, it's a squirrel.
As my brother would say, leave a quarter on the rug. He's posing.
I'll have to tip him later.
That was awesome.
But they're not in your yard either. You're not trying to grow grass or something.
They're gorgeous in the rocks when they're natural.
Right.
The only time we were out of breath is when we were kind of climbing for a distance. And then we had to really hydrate. We kept saying, well, go slow, go slow. And you can feel it. You can feel it.
got about that much as a line on either side of your tires. So it's how you brake stuff.
Uh-huh. So you sort of want to take a bump at a time.
Yep.
You don't want to do the bounce off the moguls.
Yeah, you don't want to bounce. If you bounce, it can get real rodeo in a hurry. You get a tiny breeze in there and the leaves quake.
There's 50 miles from Tokyo, so they have a train there, and there's good games for living.
That gulch is called Poughkeepsie Gulch. Yeah. I've got 2 Jeeps behind me, but you can do it. They're stopped. Just pulled up.
Did you get at least? Oh, I didn't have
You're
mine. Here we
rolling.
go. Here we go. I am good.
What he's done though is he's made us go on the really fun part. Watch this. Sheep, yes.
Yeah.
So you know how we talk about your generation being the greatest generation. And I definitely believe it. My grandfather was part of that generation. And I always thought of them Mineral Point, and there were 2,000 people that lived up there year round. And so it occurred to me, and I don't know if it's true or not, which is why. Right?
That's right. Lisa's hoping you're wrong too. It's just going to be different. But you know,
Much. You could tip a Jeep pretty easily on this, so I wouldn't pay attention. Couple of columbines left. Usually that's a beautiful bouquet on that big rock right there. It's primarily the pine trees that you see up here.
oh really?
Now straight ahead of us here, there's 2 marmots, and they're doing something.
Oh, yeah.
Right
Down.
here, right here to the left.
On the ground. Oh. Oh my God.
I'm trying to get close so we can get a good picture of it, or a video even. Now marmots, when you get close to them and they get alarmed, they'll whistle at you. And the miners call them whistle pigs. I keep threatening to make a hat out of one of those things. They're kind of frolicky little fellows. Normally they aren't quite that exuberant.
That was posing. You're going to leave a quarter on the rock.
Right?
This is a riot.
So he's rubbing his nose on that rock. Can you see him, Rick?
Yeah.
Want me to take you? Oh, you were able to do it.
Where did that other one go?
He's down in the deep ground.
Oh, there's a baby up there. See the baby on the rock? Straight ahead.
Yeah,
There's actually two of them.
Yeah.
Oh, and way back there. It's like a little nest.
I bet you that's a family. My days off in the summer, I come up and play around with Bob. Bob owns this company. And he and I have been friends for 20, I'm not going to tell you how many 20s, but a number of years. We'll put it to you that way. And he bought the business about 10 years ago. And a few years back, we flew together in helicopters. We were helicopter paramedics for 18 years together, or whatever it was. And about 3-4 years ago, he asked me if I wouldn't come drive for him, and I was like, man, I don't know if I can do that. And he said, I'd just come up and take a tour, see what you think. Well, it was one tour and that was it.
How do I know the end of that story?
And then last year I bought my own Jeep and I've been building it ever since. So they did some nice work. This was pretty cut out right there. And this dozer actually did the maintenance on it. So you're asking about county maintenance.
Yeah.
There's the tools that they use for these roads. Oh. Wow, why would you go there that fast? It's pretty hard on the tires. Those sharp rocks right there.
Yeah. So if you go slower, you roll over them?
Yeah, and you don't catch one on the sidewall and put a hole in it. That.
Yeah. All right.
We will get to the top of the world, believe it or not.
Top of the world, they can't beat on you. Nothing like that.
Oh. So I can skip the Tetons? I can stay here and skip the Tetons?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
she taking
Yeah.
movies?
Are you doing videos or
Yeah,
something?
videos.
Videos. Pretty neat. Well, you're going to have some videos.
Wow. Oh, can we take a shot? Look.
Give me just a second. So that view that you're seeing is going to get much, much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. How good it get?
I don't know.
I promise you. Trust me when I tell you. I do want to get to the spot where you can look down and see the cabin.
All right. We're gonna get this whole.
And then for the view part,
Yeah.
just bear with me and
All
trust
right.
me.
Yeah.
Okay. We want to just keep you on this road. Stay on the road.
And it's right about here. There's your cabin shot.
Oh, okay.
Should I pull forward so you can get Mineral Point in there too?
That's
Can you get it all? There goes one of those pikas. See, he's carrying that thing in his mouth.
Yeah.
That's what they make their stashes out of for their winter meals.
Yeah, somebody coming down.
Okay. There's a pull-off spot over here. See the King's Crown? And then the Perry Primrose are these beautiful. Look at this meadow of them down here.
It's beautiful.
Gee, I wish I could show you some wildflowers.
Oh, you know what? Can we pause for just
No.
a second?
We can't.
You need momentum?
I'm just
Say.
teasing, you know that. The driver with the edge on their side are supposed to be on the edge, because that way you can see where you're putting your wheel.
Alright.
And the driver with, so you would want to be the driver coming down, being able to see what rocks are hidden.
Yeah. Alright.
That's the rules of driving in the mountains off-road. So like right here, there's a washout.
Yeah.
And if I'm not on this side, if I'm coming down, I would never be able to see that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bigger yellow flowers right there. They're called Old Man on the Mountain. And I kind of resemble that remark.
I kind of need to know
hurt to know it. Guess the name of this place. So that was the worst of it, guys. Are they done? Didn't want to ruin their moment.